Also, Anthony Blinken said he's not going to come back, which is fucking great.
Great, get out of here.
I hope bad things happen to him. I hope he suffers for the rest of his fucking life. But hopefully she doesn't replace him with just another wannabe Henry Kissinger.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. But anyway, it's time for the headlines. Half of the show. The funniest, weirdest, wildest headlines from around the world.
Yeah. But first, hit the like button.
Oh, yeah. This is not a sponsored episode.
Click the join button if you want to support the channel. Leave a thank you.
Engagement up.
Yeah.
Engage with this episode, please. Like, comment, subscribe, join.
Now here's the craziest headlines. Here you go, Elliot.
Scandal hit Fire Festival is back with tickets at nearly $8,000. Fool me once. Can't get fooled again.
He is claiming, Billy McFarland is claiming that tickets are already flying off the shelves.
He has not scheduled a date, a place.
He should say that Oasis is playing.
I mean, yeah,
We've got Oasis, Charlie XCX, we've got Chapel Roan. They're all going to be there, and it's going to be amazing.
I mean, he's playing it pretty close to the chest here. I don't even know if this is true. He's saying that tickets have been sold. I don't know who's paying $8,000 for tickets to an event that they haven't revealed where it is, when it is, who's playing, anything.
They're going to want to be there.
But he did say, he's like, I teamed up with a events promotion company who will not be named, but they have a 51% stake in this, so it's all going to be on the level. But I'm like, well, why wouldn't you just say it?
Because it's
that would be interesting. I'm not sure I can see the angle, but sure, they got the money for it.
By the way, on that, according to the news reports that have come out in the past 24 hours, there's hundreds more that are going to get named, so that's exciting.
Yeah. What a scandal.
Yeah. Apparently that New Norm show, I haven't seen the paper trail on this, but people are claiming online that the New Norm show had some funding or at some exposure to it.
Dave Rubin is one of the voices in the show.
At least indirectly, then, you would assume.
That would be very funny.
Allegedly.
What about Mr. Burcham?
I don't know.
No, that was funded by Daily Wire.
The New Norm one never even aired. It was like a trailer and it had
they played an episode.
Okay. Elon Musk was in it.
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes long. It's the worst thing I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
And that was 3 or 4 months ago. I think they even got billboards for it, but I don't think there's even been a second episode yet.
Even Rotten Tomatoes, this isn't performing. This is not doing numbers.
Not good.
All right, next headline though. Woman claims Kanye West telegraphically told her to steal car with child inside. Telegraphically?
He got on that telegraph and just started beep bop booping, and I got the message, and I had to learn what the beeps and boops meant, because why would I know that? But I eventually decoded it, and it said, hey, this is me, Kanye West. You know, Kanye West. You're gonna need to steal a car with a child inside, for me.
She did mean telepathically, I'm assuming.
I'm guessing. But hey, who knows? But yeah, this is the thing.
Do you think 2 people with 2 Neuralinks would be able to talk telepathically?
2 people that take enough medical grade nitrous
nitrous, please.
Can accomplish anything.
I see those bottles everywhere. They're like when
the store-bought ones that are like
the giant ones with the little like
the ones that are clearly marketed as like
it says like party tube.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? How is this shit legal?
It is clearly exploiting a loophole that needs to be closed immediately.
I mean, it's like, at least with like Duster, like no one is selling Duster labeled as like fun gas.
Yeah, and I think after a while, like Office Max and Staples had to start being like, okay,
yeah,
you got to show your ID, and we got to scan it if you want to buy this 20-pack of fucking Duster.
Yeah, I mean, you go to the fucking smoke shop for like some rolling papers, and there's just a rack of fucking flavored nitrous oxide.
I see them on the side of the road. Not like hovering everywhere, but I do see them frequently.
So people are doing that while they're fucking driving?
I mean, maybe they're in the car having it. I'm sure everyone's on the street. But it is crazy to see that. It's probably been going on for a while with the big party things, but like so recently being more and more frequent. It's actually very scary.
Yeah.
So don't ever do that.
Con artist Anna Sorokin to join Dancing with the Stars with ankle bracelet. Is that Anna Delvey? Okay. I haven't seen the Netflix show, but I'm vaguely familiar with the story, and I don't think she did anything wrong. She exposed this great loophole in American society where if you pretend to be rich, people just give you stuff for free without asking for anything in return at point of sale. And yeah, it's kind of your fault for letting this woman have a hotel room without even getting a fucking credit card on file. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool crime that she did.
There's a story about the guy who like faked it till he made it. The guy that like ended up buying the hockey team, the Islanders.
Yeah, it's the same sort of thing.
And they're like, hey, and everyone loves him.
Yeah. I love this guy, and the best thing about him is he's super fucking rich. So anytime he asks for anything, you know he's good for it.
Yeah. So here's a hockey team.
Well, yeah, she would just like go to like high-class bars in New York and be like, "Hi, I'm Anna Delvey. I'm very rich. I'm an heiress. What's up? Can I borrow that? I'm an heiress, so you know I'm good for it." And they're like, "Yeah, hell yeah."
I mean, retroactively, because of the press that this got, I would say this performed better than any influencer who's getting free trips.
Yeah, and more ethical.
Yeah.
More ethical than anything.
The only people being duped deserve
victimless crime. So let her dance.
Yes. Yeah. Excited.
Scientists use food dye found in Doritos to make see-through mice.
The implications here are limitless.
And Ricky, can you guess which food dye it is?
Is it like Red 5 or something?
Close.
I don't know the numbers. Is it red? It's red something?
It's one that we used to worry about a lot.
Yellow 5 or
That's
yellow?
right. It's yellow 5. The one that makes your penis shrink.
They said that would make you sterile back in the 90s.
That's what they said.
And that because it was in Surge.
It's in Mountain Dew and yeah. But yeah, no, apparently yellow 5, if you inject that into skin, it does something to the pigments and makes you temporarily translucent. So they got all these mice, you can like see their organs and shit. And yeah, I don't really
There's a lot of fires happening today. I don't know if you guys can hear it on the video. Yeah,
it's just been sirens all day.
it is like 110 degrees out here. So
it's
yeah.
awful.
Yeah, I saw a great video the other day. This guy in India, his friend tells him that he had the best thing that's ever happened to him was he tried Mountain Dew. And so the guy travels to the city, and he has to go to like 5 stores to find a can of Mountain Dew. He finally finds it, and he like enjoys it, and he's like, yeah, it is really that good.
Fuck, I think I missed it, but this week, Taco Bell was selling Baja Blast flavored gelato.
Oh.
If you ordered through the app.
You know, they have one downtown that does, I don't drink, but they have Baja Blast frozen margaritas downtown. Taco Bell Cantina.
Oh, the cantina. Yeah. I've still never been to a cantina.
Well, it's pretty hot out. Maybe you should get yourself a Baja margarita.
I'll
take a virgin one, please.
My local brewery was selling cider slushies last night, and I was like, this is the drink for right now. Because it was 9 p.m. and still 95 degrees. Like, this is hit the fucking spot.
I don't do this very often, but I did not want to leave, so I did order Uber Eats, and I got a milkshake with my order, and it was
oh, yeah, no. That's just milk. You got a cup of cream.
I don't know what I was thinking. That it would survive. And I was carrying it, and it's sloshing out of it. It was just... worst $6 I've ever spent.
Yeah.
The food was fine. It was nice and hot.
I think that one through. A room temperature cup of cream, flavored cream.
Just to let everyone know, the past 2 days here, it has been hotter in LA than in Las Vegas and Dubai.
Yeah. No, it's truly awful.
It got up to like 115 in the valley. Here where we filmed, it was like 112. It was at least matched the record
for all you foreigners. It's like high 40s.
Like 48 or something.
It's absurd.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're dealing with here. And I'm like, my back is already covered in sweat.
Yeah, literally covered in sweat all over. It is, and we have the AC trying its best here. But let's move on to another headline so we can get the hell out of here. Drunk Las Vegas woman stole coffin with body from funeral home.
And she had no memory of it.
Well, hey, that's what happens in Vegas.
She turned herself in after seeing her video footage of her on the news, and it's just like, fuck, that must have been me the other night. But yeah, she broke into a funeral home and like wheeled a coffin out the door, and I don't know if it was by accident or on purpose, but she dumped she dumped it.
Oh my God.
Dumped it out just like in the bushes in front of the body. She coffin flopped a body into the bushes and then just like left it there. So whoever came in the next morning, there was a embalmed dead body just in the bushes.
If only she could have hit a really easy trifecta. She coffin flopped, Then she goes, "Oh, a motorcycle!" and then drove over to Zipzilla or whatever in downtown Vegas and hit the zip line and been like, "I'm only here for the zip line."
Yeah, and then
went to jail.
Heads on down to McDonald's and orders 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 milkshakes.
And they're like, "Where'd you get that shirt?" And she says, "Dan Flashes."
That's right. He's in a car commercial now.
Tim Robinson?
Yeah, and the commercial feels like, and I think you should leave sketch.
Sarah Squirm was on an episode of General Hospital. I love all of the millennials infiltrating all media. I think it's great.
Yeah. Soccer player injured after pretty hefty sneeze.
Did he roll on the ground and really sell it?
Yeah. But we thought he was dead.
Jeez. Oh, get the meat wagon over here. This guy's dying.
But yeah, I mean, when I sneeze, it's pretty hefty. And if I could see if I had the physique of a world-class athlete, yeah, you could definitely do some damage with a hefty sneeze.
I can guarantee even this guy was nothing compared to a boomer who has kids. Those sneezes, it's like they're hamming it up for the kids.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad, when he sneezes, it's terrifying.
I can make my dad sneeze out of a lineup. No problem. My dad goes, "Achoo!" Like he does the whole, like a word. He puts the word to it.
Yeah. Whew. Conor McGregor scraps the UFC comeback, will instead run for president of Ireland in 2025.
Get fucked. Go fuck yourself.
I don't think they even really like him there.
Yeah, he'd be the president of cocaine.
He has a bad reputation back home. At least among a lot of people, it would seem.
Yeah.
The good news is president of Ireland doesn't really do anything. He's sort of like their, he's like kind of just a worldwide, like the current guy, I think he's still the current president, but he's like this sort of like elfish looking man or like gnome looking man who has like big dogs he takes to work. And his whole job is just being charming and being like, yeah, that's Ireland. Meanwhile, the prime minister actually does all the dirty work.
There was a just classic Twitter post this week where someone was complaining about Ireland's support for Palestine. It was like, we need to draw a line through Ireland. And everyone's like, buddy, do I have news for you?
Yeah, we tried that. Didn't work so well.
This LA home was crushed in half. It's now on the market for $500,000. So it's a good price here in LA.
Yeah, a giant 100-year-old tree fell on the house. Crushed half of it. It's not even in the city of LA. It's in like Monrovia. But yeah, that is the literal like floor price of just the land.
Yeah,
it's $500,000 for
you'll still
like
have to tear it all
an
down.
eighth of an acre.
More local real estate shit. Rancho Palos Verdes is just falling into the ocean.
Yeah.
They shut off their power. They shut off their
They
gas.
evacuated it.
Yeah.
That's crazy because those are expensive houses.
5 to 15 to 20 upwards millions of dollars.
And presumably a lot of like the people that moved in there in the past decade, that's kind of on you.
That is
I'm
on
sorry.
them, yes.
But a lot of these people presumably have lived there for a very long time. And the edge of the cliff has just gradually gotten closer and closer. And
there was, I believe, in one of the reports I saw, a big study in the 90s or 80s that was like, hey, just letting everyone know.
Stop building shit over here.
This is going to fall, like, within the next couple of decades, this is going to be uninhabitable. So anyone after that point, look, it's kinda on them.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's a great view.
Well, yeah, yes, is the people that are living there now are kind of squatting in their homes because they've been told to evacuate, and they're just running generators constantly, especially during the heat wave, although they are. But yeah, one of the richest neighborhoods in the entire county is just falling into the ocean.
Yeah, I saw it coming.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller's new movie contains real audio of child actor's 8-second fart the director snuck in. 8 seconds is a long fart. That's like a Kenny versus Spenny fart.
I literally had one this morning after a run.
8 seconds though?
I had one. Let me tell you.
2.
I was letting it out slowly.
4.
I was letting it out slowly.
6, 7, 8. That whole time?
Yes, I'm telling you.
Jesus.
I had run 3 miles to the coffee shop. I had coffee and a vegan donut.
Yep, that'll do it.
And then I walked outside and I ran a little bit and I went, oh, whoa, do I have to go to the bathroom? I didn't, but it was just the longest, most beautiful journey.
Making it faster.
I felt a lot better.
Afterburner?
Yeah, there was a lot of buildup in there. Yeah. Wait, if you ever run a marathon, wait till you do like your
I'm never.
marathon shit is glorious.
I'm not.
It's literally like hitting the nitrous, but the good kind, not the Kanye kind.
I don't like pooping when I'm sweating.
You don't like sliding around? Now that everyone's tuned out.
It's like taking a shit after you take a shower. It's just wrong. You should be dry when you take a shit.
You should literally take the shit before the shower. That way you're fully clean.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Bearcub driven by two men from Northern Ontario to Windsor. Let's talk about it. Now there's going to be an 8-second putt.
Yeah. Luckily, the bear is fun. This is not an RFK Jr. situation. The distance between Northern Ontario and Windsor, which is just across the bridge from Detroit, is like a 10-hour drive. They were up in Northern Ontario in the fucking wilderness. They saw an injured bear cub on the road and decided, let's take this guy with us. But also, we gotta be back home in Windsor by nightfall. So we'll just take him somewhere down there. And like, oh shit, he's getting hungry. There we go, Taco Bell. Get him some of those cinnamon twists. Yeah, the kids love that shit. And yeah, they finally got down to Windsor and like called up local authorities. Like, where did you find this bear? It's like, oh, way up north. Why didn't you call someone up there? God damn it. I mean, thank you for keeping it alive, I guess, but this is the dumbest possible way to do this.
I mean, they could get charged with manslaughter for giving you Taco Bell.
See how it turns out. They also, when they looked at it, they're like, this bear seems fine. What do you mean it was injured? They're like, I don't know, we saw it sitting on the road.
Injured enough to not attack them while they're driving.
Oh, it's
Oh, God. It's stolen from some mama bear.
Yeah, you see a bear cub, you don't go fucking anywhere near that shit.
Just stay away from animals.
Stay away from animals.
This Weekly Weird News has turned into the Just Leave Animals Alone show.
Leave them alone. Voters beginning to think conservatives are weird, if research suggests. Which, why is this news? It's news because this is a headline from the UK.
Oh, okay, good. Great.
So it's contagious. It's crossing over oceans.
Because it's working.
It is interesting, though, because their conservatives are very different than ours. And the weird aspect over there has more to do with the fact that conservatives, compared to labor, are disproportionately, they're all posh private school boys who grew up with like servants and shit and are not relatable really
That's
at
what's
all.
so weird about our conservative party too, because a lot of them are exactly like that.
But our conservatives pretend that
There's another fire.
Our conservatives pretend that they grew up tough and like doing work around the farm and shit, even when that's like objectively not fucking true. Fucking RFK Jr. tried to portray, he called himself a redneck. I'm like, sir, you are kidding. Over the UK, I mean...
He is red, though.
Their conservatives do hunt, but they do, like, fucking fox hunting. Like, the most sadistic form of... Yeah, just the most, like, bougie forms of hunting possible.
Well, and also endangered species and large game. We've all seen those guys with the Elliot mustache and the safari cap.
Yes. What a beautiful elephant.
It'll look great in my wall of death.
So yeah, their conservatives are weird in the sense that they're all like upper crust fucking aliens who no one can relate to. Whereas our conservatives are weird because they want to look inside your pants to see whether you have a penis or vagina.
Yeah.
So,
look, I'm glad the tactic's working.
Yeah.
We've been trying it for so long,
weird.
and finally...
Ours are weird, theirs are weird.
Yeah, it's finally time to start calling them out for it. Anyways, that's it for our episode. Remember to like the video. Click the join button if you want to support the channel.
Join.
Leave a comment. Reply to a comment. Get a conversation going. And please, if you haven't seen it already, we have some heavy hitters this week. We've got Jake Paul and Jack Berkman.
It's a crazy week for conservative drifters.
Utilizing AI to launch an entirely new grift. And we also have Russia funding conservative talking heads and influencers.
Yeah.
Who, according to them, were unwitting.
They're the real victims.
Dude, the amount of people that are like, oh, don't talk to the FBI. There's so many conservative guys that are like begging publicly for people to just not talk to the FBI. Crazy.
This is your lawyer speaking. That's good. Keep that shit up.
All right, we'll see you soon. Debate next week and all that. So we got a lot. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
ユークリージユードリンクの特別な日本版へようこそ。
We're on fucking TT's fucking ThinkPad, dude. What's a ThinkPad? It's like something you give to a kid.
Maybe turn this off. It's
I got
still trying to
I got
turn
two
Japanese.
YouTube tabs open and they're both buffering. Hello! Look at this. Check this out, chat. Check this out.
That's just darkness. What is that?
Wait, I can't see anything.
Let's go.
Wait, hold on. I got a light. Look, chat. Or should I say, Rook, chat?
That just looks like New York.
Does it look like nothing? We're tired. We're not tired. We're tired.
Retarded?
We've been up every day since like 8 a.m.
6 a.m. I've
6
had a
for you,
migraine for
Autumn.
the last 3 days.
And we've just been going.
Every hour is itinerary.
We're probably gonna be in bed tonight by like what, 10, 11, something like that. Pretty soon.
Yeah.
Also, the McDonald's here is better. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh my god.
The McDonald's here is
so
better.
Good.
Peanut's
It's
shaking
so
his
good.
little tail feather.
I've got the best taste.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so me and her, we went to the store.
Dad, shut the f up. I can't hear my iPad, Daddy.
Damn.
Me and Bert been sitting here for 3 hours ice fishing. Lines in the water. I ain't getting no bites. I'm like, what the heck? Why ain't I getting no bites? Bert's getting bites. I ain't getting bites. Look in there. My hole. I ain't all the way through.
He didn't go all the way.
My line ain't even going in the hole.
Is that our dad?
Do you know what his tattoo means? I saw this on TikTok. Do you know what his tattoo means?
Oh my god, no. Spider?
51 no, not Spider-Man. 51. The tattoo 5150 means he's crazy. He's not. He's clinical. He's danger to himself or others.
Why is everybody hating on Harry Styles for buzzing his hair? That shit looks good as hell. Where are my skinhead lovers at?
I didn't know what that word meant. And I famously don't check TikTok after I post a video because it makes me anxious. And so my friend texted me and she was like, go take that shit down. And I was like, why? I'm so sorry.
Be careful with the platters. Be careful with the platters. And also...
Oh, she's in trouble.
And here she is, just walking by your basketball hoop. And I crawl through it.
She's starting her morning right.
Through the hoop.
It pulls the purse through. I don't know why that's the funniest part for me. Just to get back in there.
I think the thing is though, we need to protect these people.
That
I'm a little
person's
drunk.
on meth.
No, they're not. She's not on meth.
What is she on? What do you mean?
Life.
Oh. Ew. What is that? That makes that do that?
Avocado. Right? He's pretty good.
It sounds kind of impressive, but it's really gross.
I believe
He
Pendulum
has
does
not
that.
blinked. Has he blinked?
How could you?
What do you mean?
He needs to see every
Oh my
frame.
god. Blink.
He's going all the way to the pit.
Why is it still going?
Because he's so good, he can't blink.
Oh my god. Please.
He's just breathing.
Is he swallowing? Or is he just mashing it in his mouth? Is he making it into soup?
He's making guac.
I hate this. I hate how he looks. I hate how he did it all. Why is it so long?
Look at me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Idiot.
Walk away for a few seconds. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, all that hair's gone.
Well, y'all, I'm out.
Dairy Queen, if
Idiot.
your cone doesn't flip over and fall, then you got a free cone.
They're drunk. Oh.
Does she have a teeth?
I'm going.
I've been wanting to win a bunch of tickets all night. I'm not good at the games though, so.
He gave no resistance.
Why'd she pull backwards?
It offered no resistance.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, my favorite in-laws, Cindy and Jim.
We're so sorry that we couldn't be with you this holiday season, but we wanted to make you a little video, and we're cheersing you.
Yeah, we're cheersing you.
Have a little drink with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Who
just
talks like this?
In person, and
It feels like they're doing a job interview,
right? Little video. I actually have a surprise for you guys, and a big surprise for Nathan. He has no idea what is about to happen. But I prepared you guys a little something, so I hope you enjoy. This one's for you guys.
No.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is
Right. And
That's fake.
You guys,
It's
Merry
fake.
Christmas.
It's fake. It's gotta be fake. But this does remind me. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. Hopefully it doesn't kill stream me clicking around.
Oh.
Ready? Hold on. It's a TikTok. You may have seen
Don't
it.
click so quick. You're clicking way too fast.
Have you seen this TikTok?
Oh my god. There's a bunch of them.
No, the original. Okay. This video right here might possibly be the most cringe video I've ever seen. It's so bad. The moment I realized I could sing, I can't believe I got it on video.
I can't believe I got it on video.
I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
Why would you cry?
I don't know. Why would you post this? Why would you be? Why are you filming yourself just working at your desk?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
You opened too many tabs.
The laptop's...
Close some.
I don't want to click. Ooh. The laptop's spinning. I can hear it working.
It's getting loud. Can you guys hear that?
Do something. Oh, these things are fun. Oh. I hate the idea that vaginas can be used for like
gripping,
holding and gripping and storage.
Got a hysterectomy last year and I kept my uterus.
They wouldn't let me keep my gallbladder. That's fucking bullshit.
Put your phone down. You're gonna break it.
I feel like people with bad backs, it just gets worse and worse, and then you die. Because this guy had a bad back to start.
Yeah.
Whoa. Chill out, Malcolm in the middle.
I can dance. Want me to show you?
Are we about to get Dewey'd?
Boop beep, boop beep.
Oh my God, this is Dewey. That's literally Dewey.
Boop beep, boop beep.
I've seen her do videos.
What does she do? What's her thing?
She can't do sour.
I can't.
So
Nobody can. Who can do sour?
She like freaks out.
I hate sour.
Me too. But she like.
She sounds normal. Oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's not funny. It's just I just recognize
Oh,
it.
feel bad for her. That was pretty good. There's a show about Brian? Oh. Fucking shit.
Should have watched that before.
That was just a random video they were showing to their kid.
Oh!
Crayola! Shame on you!
What?
I want to come down there to the factory and see how you're making all that poison.
Man, he's spitting though. You gotta listen to him.
It was scary.
That's vodka.
That's a night ruiner. That's a. If you just chug that. Oh!
Fucking nonstop.
Go vomit immediately. Exactly, bro. Like you're gonna be. If you're drunk and you did that too.
Okay.
He tried to avoid sneezing on his car. Wait.
Let's practice.
Damn.
Oh, why was that chunky?
That's. Well,
Why did that look like that?
Because he eats an excess of calories every day.
No, in the cup.
Oh, you're dead.
Hey,
Hey.
Diana, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm Jack Hoffman.
Got him. Get
How
it.
do you know my name?
Well, I've seen your,
How are you stalking me?
no, I'm not some kind of a stalker.
Show boob. Show vagine. Show boob. Show boob. Love you. You're beautiful.
Bob and Virginia.
Show bub. You're
Bob
most
and
beautiful.
Virginia.
Show bub. And then you say, leave me alone. He goes, bitch.
He goes, you fucking whore.
Fat whore,
Sorry.
bitch. Fat whore,
Fucking
bitch.
bitch
Bob.
whore.
I love you.
So, ladies, if you're looking for a man who could make you laugh, I'm the man. If you're looking for a man who loves to dance and can dip you, I'm your man. If you're looking for a man that
Doesn't have a ripped sweater, not your guy.
It's tough.
I'm your man.
Come on,
If
man.
you're looking for a man who beat the drums, I'm your man.
This is gonna kill the kid. I've seen this. This is overstimulation. The kid dies.
Oh my God,
You
no.
can actually kill a kid this way. Ooh! Shot her!
Are you stupid?
And you went right for it!
I didn't even think that was a possibility. She thought I'd just squeeze right in.
But Whitney, this view's pretty, but do you know it'd be prettier?
What's that?
You bent over this view.
Oh, yeah? Don't think that's physically possible for me.
Whitney, he's giving you an open
Wait.
runway. What?
Is she in a wheelchair?
Let's find out.
Why?
I can't stand.
What were the 3 subjects that you chose?
Oh no.
Alien, Trippy, and Galaxy.
All right, I went with 2 of them.
What?
I went Alien. I went Trippy. Check it out, homie.
Hey, almost like an ET. Right.
As well. We got to set it in.
Nah, I ain't the smartest crayon in the box. But is this teeth? That just came out my damn suit.
Who just took a shit on this man's head? Oh my God! They covered it. Oh my God!
All right, guys. That was your stream for today. And if you don't like it, I apologize. But if you do like it, thanks for liking it. Thanks for being here, and we're gonna enjoy our trip while we can. And I hope you guys have fun. I'm here with Alex.
That's me.
I'm here with Peanut. Let's see if it kills it. I don't know if it actually will. Did it? Oh, there it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to weekend 2 of the Black Ops 6 beta. This is going to be the open beta, therefore anybody on any platform can play the game for free. You just have to download it, which takes for freaking ever, then wait for the game to boot up, which takes even longer, and then eventually once you're in the game, you can play, you can try out the new stuff and just try the game as a whole. When it comes to weekend 2, they actually added a good amount of content to the game, which hopefully is going to make things feel a bit more varied as compared to weekend 1, where basically it was just playing the same 2 maps against the same 1 gun. It wasn't really that good. For example, here we have the map Babylon, which is a 6v6 multiplayer map, but honestly it kind of feels like a shipment style map. Like, it's not very big whatsoever. It's very fast paced. What you'll be watching throughout this video are going to be basically just snippets of my first 2 games on today, because I didn't want to sit there for 3 hours trying to get good matches and skill-based matchmaking just to make a quick update video, right? So these are just my first 2 matches, first time playing on Babylon, and then another game of TDM, I believe, on Skyline, trying out the new weapon balance changes and things of that nature. So like I said, we got 2 new maps added to the beta this weekend. They also went ahead and increased the level cap up to 30, which is going to be giving us a lot more content to play around with in this game, most notably a couple of new weapons as well as new perks. So at level 21, we're going to be getting the Blast Trap lethal equipment, which is kind of like a mine, along with the Scavenger perk. From there, we get the Interceptor's Score Streak as well as the Fast Hands perk. Then we get the Sleeper Agent field upgrade along with Cold Blooded. Sleeper Agent is going to be pretty freaking crazy because that's the field upgrade that when you activate it, it makes you look like a friendly player to enemy players. Right now, if they shoot you, apparently that's going to change that and make you look like an enemy again. But it's kind of like Dead Silence used to be as a field upgrade, where if you get a kill while Sleeper Agent is active, that's going to continue the duration of Sleeper Agent, so you constantly look like a friendly player to the enemy team. I'm very interested to see what this field upgrade is going to be like here during weekend 2. I haven't played with it or against it yet, but definitely interested to see what that's going to be all about. Next up at level 24, we get the Combat Axe as well as the Tac Mask perk. At level 25, we have the DM10 Marksman Rifle, which is going to be semi-automatic and apparently very good for medium to long ranges, but there's no real medium to long range maps in this game, pretty much. Like, Treyarch themselves have said that there's really not going to be any large maps in the game, so I'm curious to see how a semi-automatic rifle is going to do in a game like Black Ops 6. Then we get the Gunfighter Wildcard, which is going to allow you to have up to 8 attachments, I think, on your weapon, along with the Forward Intel perk. Then we have the Gearhead perk, we have the Decoy Tactical Equipment, the Ninja perk, along with the Chopper Gunner and the brand new Tanto 20 22 submachine gun. Now, you may be wondering about weapon balance and how all that has been affected going from weekend 1 to weekend 2, and it looks like they actually did some weapon balancing, mostly to the submachine guns. That was the thing, right? I talked about so much during weekend 1 that the Jackal was so ridiculously good that there was really no way to properly assess the weapon balance of the other guns in the game. So from the entire weekend 1 that we had, which was like 4 or 5 days, going into weekend 2 here, they only made 2 changes, essentially. They nerfed the Jackal by reducing its overall range, as well as giving it a bit more view kick, and their justification for this is the Jackal PW's intended strength is best-in-class handling and decent mobility, balanced by a slower rate of fire compared to many other automatic weapons in the game. It was overperforming at medium ranges, so we've increased the damage fall off and pulled the ranges closer, along with a slight increase to recoil. Maximum damage and the CHF barrel headshot multiplier have been adjusted to maintain the same hit to kill numbers while using the attachment. So essentially, the Jackal was just too good. They admitted it during weekend 1, and looking at the overall time to kill, of course, the stats guys are going to tell you that the time to kill is pretty average compared to other submachine guns from previous games, but with how the maps are designed in this game, most of your gunfights are close to medium ranges. And so when you have a submachine gun that was outperforming assault rifles at those medium ranges, you see there's a problem there. It kind of reminds me of the opposite effect that we had back during Call of Duty World War II, where you had the BAR assault rifle, which was an assault rifle that had a faster time to kill up close than any submachine gun. Obviously, that makes the BAR OP, and it took Sledgehammer forever as they were dragging their feet to eventually nerf the BAR in that game. Well, the same thing is kind of happening with the opposite here from Black Ops 6, where we had a submachine gun that was a submachine gun, therefore outgunned rifles up close, but was also outgunning rifles at medium ranges, and apparently that is not going to be the case here in weekend 2. You're going to have to see how it actually plays out. The other weapon balance update is just the C9 that got increased to its damage range, essentially. So there you go. They nerfed down the Jackal, they buffed up the C9 a little bit, and then of course we have the brand new submachine gun to run around with, which should be pretty interesting. Now, they also disabled a burst fire queuing system with the SWAT, basically trying to make it so the SWAT is more consistent in terms of its burst fire. That's whatever. The SWAT was a gun that you really didn't see at all during weekend 1, so maybe we're going to see more of it within weekend 2. Aside from that, they wanted to adjust the movement speed across the board pretty much within the game, because a lot of the time it felt like submachine guns were just so fast and zipping around the map as compared to, you know, assault rifles, light machine guns, even shotguns, which just felt way slower compared to the submachine guns. So without boring you too much with all the math and all the details, essentially what they did is across the board, excluding submachine guns, they went through and they increased the overall movement speed as well as the ABS movement speed for, you know, assault rifles, shotguns, light machine guns, marksman rifles, pistols, and made it so the melee actually is now faster than the other weapons. If you remember, during weekend 1, if you pulled out your knife, it really didn't feel like you were running any faster than you would with a submachine gun or even a pistol. Well, now that apparently is going to be different, and just overall, submachine guns weren't really changed whatsoever. They got a slight increase to their crouch movement speed, which is whatever, but every other weapon category in the game is now going to be moving a little bit faster, and they're also increasing across the board weapon swap speeds, which is something that I thought was a little bit odd during weekend 1. You wanted to pull out your pistol, or if you're using overkill and wanted to pull out your secondary, it just felt so slow that most of the time you just died mid-transition. Well, they increased the weapon swap speed for the assault rifles, submachine guns, shotguns, LMGs, marksman pistols, and launchers by 15 milliseconds, and then the sniper drop times were reduced by 100 milliseconds, which is going to hopefully make things feel a little bit faster and a little bit better. Aside from that, they're still working on spawns. They say that what they consider to be a bad spawn is taking damage within 3 seconds of spawning, which happens all the freaking time. It happens like even on Babylon. Babylon's a map that I'm not sure if they tested out the spawns on it, frankly, because I've already seen plenty of crazy clips online of people just spawning and dying or spawn killing on this map, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And then on top of that, we have a couple of other changes here. Score streaks. They improved the handling and general usability of the RCXD, which was very needed because it was ridiculously hard to control. The Watchdog Helo now has more health, and the Hellstorm now has an increased cluster bomb damage radius. When it comes to movement, we now have a slight increase to the time to enter prone or supine during a slide, which is good. With a slight increase to all mantle speeds, so people are going to be mantling over things a little bit faster. There's a slight decrease to time before movement is allowed after landing from the dive to prone, and then there's a slight increase to the dive to prone landing friction, essentially. So they're just trying to tweak out the movement, trying to make it feel a little bit better. Weapon XP is going to be a lot faster here during weekend 2 compared compared to weekend 1, which is good. And then when it comes to the audio, this was a big problem for me personally. So if you have like a normal setup, especially if you're on PC, during weekend 1, I had to turn the effects volume tab almost down to nothing because it sounded like somebody was punching me in the ear every time I was being shot at. The hit markers were so ridiculously loud, footsteps were really quiet, and then weapon firing was just really weird. There'd be somebody in the other room like 5 feet away from me shooting their gun, and I had no idea. It was just all over the place. I could never get audio to feel good within Black Ops 6. And going into weekend 2 here, according to the patch notes, they have increased player weapon firing audio volume. There's additional footstep audio adjustments. They reduced audio levels for impact sounds when taking damage. Thank freaking goodness. They resolved an issue where shotguns could play more than the intended number of hit impact sounds. I don't remember that happening to me. Resolved an issue where explosive sounds would not play during normal gameplay. Resolved an issue where some sounds were not playing during the best play, and then re-enabled a previously disabled audio occlusion system on PlayStation 5. So here you guys have it. They did add a number of things to Black Ops 6 going from weekend 1 here into weekend 2, not only in terms of adding content with perks and equipment and weapons and things like that, but also adjusting to the weapons, to the most popular weapons from weekend 1, as well as working on stability, working on audio, and just working on the overall movement and fluidity of the game to try to make it feel as crisp as possible. These all sound like pretty positive changes on paper, but as we all know, things on paper don't necessarily translate well into the actual game. So, like I said, I've only played a couple of games so far, but I wanted to get this video out for you guys here today, letting you guys know about all the changes going into weekend 2, and to also let you know that the open beta is now live. So if you didn't pre-order, if you don't have Game Pass or whatever, you can download the Black Ops 6 beta, jump in, try the game for yourself, and see just how sweaty it is with all that skill-based matchmaking. But for right now, that's it for this video here today. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and feedback on the changes that Treyarch made down there in the comments. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to get this video up, and I'm going to start live streaming and start working on more videos, and we're going to be covering everything in this beta. So stay tuned and be sure to subscribe if you guys are new around here. But for right now, that's it for this video here today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope...
Wait, it completely closed. Oh, wait, no. Wait, no.
No,
It's just
still alive.
Oh, we're still alive! We're still alive! We're still alive!
Come, CUM. Joshy, 5 miles closer to me. How close?
Yes.
Yeah, welcome to hell, baby. That's most definitely what is up, YouTubes. So basically, there has been a bunch of speculation going on with King Cobra for a while. People were assuming that Jessica was in town and that she was with him. Now, he vehemently denied this for the longest time, and on the 2nd and 3rd of September, Jessica live streamed multiple times from his trailer, proving that she is there. Oh man, oh my god, so the breakup wasn't real? Oh man, I got duped. There's no way anybody could have predicted that Josh would fall back into his old ways. Now, I wish we would get more context as to how this whole situation happened, because, I mean, people knew his address basically instantly when he moved into his trailer, so I'm sure Jessica knew, but she flew there, and then, what, just like showed up at his front door and started knocking and saying, Joshy, I want to talk to you, Joshy. I mean, I'm very interested in that. I think if one of the other trailer park members, neighbors, just made a video or made a series of videos, their own channel, just documenting anytime something happens at Josh's trailer, ooh, baby, I'm tuning in for that. So basically, we got an introductory stream where Josh streams for 4 hours, which I'm not going to go over. It's just drunken nonsense. And then he has a video talking about how he broke his phone. And then we get to see Jessica. So the red filter that he just turned on the light, it is very indicative of what's going on. But let's build up to it. Let's see what Josh is thinking before the Jessica reveal.
And I broke my goddamn phone. I didn't want to break it. I did not want to break my phone. I hate breaking my phone. I want to need at least $200 some odd to replace it. I hate this. I'm so disappointed in myself. You know? Like, I wasn't trying to freak anyone out. cab driver I had last night was super awesome. It doesn't matter what company I went through. We get a ride back in the bar. It doesn't matter.
So basically, we get this 20-minute long video of Josh apologizing, and he's all upset and he's all bent out of shape, and some of the things start to fill your head a little bit. Like, why was Josh just drunkenly smashing his phone in the back of the car? Now, is that outlandish for Josh? Is that something that couldn't occur? I mean, he's broke 2 other phones prior to this, right? So like, it's not crazy to think, but what would push Josh over the edge? Typically, you know, I just imagine if he went to the bar by himself, which he would never do, or very infrequently does, he would sit in the back, kind of like roll the t-shirts with his phone, like right up to his face, and the trolls. That's what I would imagine would be going down. So clearly there's something that was just really perturbing him, and he acted outlandishly to scare the Uber driver that he had. And I think it's a interesting point that I saw somebody bring up on maybe a forum somewhere or something that was like, if Josh gets banned from like Lyft or Uber or whatever he's taking, he like legitimately is never going to be able to go anywhere unless one of his friends with a car shows up, and he'll just become more and more of a recluse. So I'm curious about that. I don't know if he's like hinting or alluding to the fact that he might get in trouble through one of those car sharing platforms because of him going absolutely swerve mode in the back seat.
So everything was going fine, just fine last night. I went to the bar, ran into one of my YouTube fans, and then something triggered me, and I lost my temper, and I threw my phone on the floor and broke it. Like, I wasn't trying to scare the cab driver last night. That's the last thing I want to do. The cab driver I had is a very nice... The cab driver I had last night is a good person.
What do you guys think might have pushed him over the edge? And this air quote fan that showed up. I mean, now that you have the context that Jessica's actually there, it all just sort of starts to make perfect sense. Oh, the fan is Jessica, and something that pissed him off was Jessica. So he's probably sitting in the back seat and she's huffing and puffing. And honestly, I kind of relate. I understand this whole dynamic of, oh my God, can you just shut up? Stop bringing up that everybody hates you or that you think I'm so annoying. Like, that is so irritating to listen to people say to you. So like, I'm on Josh's side there, I guess. Like, if being around Jessica for any amount of time would just be like nail scratching on the chalkboard, dude. Like, sometimes you just want to go out and just chill. It's like, no, me being quiet for a little bit, it's just because I'm just existing. I'm just chilling for a little bit. It doesn't mean I'm mad at you. And Jessica will never understand that. She needs to be yapping nonstop in order to fill the voices that are inside her head that make her go insane.
I'll be the first to admit I got a nasty temper, and I hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean to get so angry all the time, but like shit just pisses me off. You know how it goes when things are out of your control and it's just shoved in your face. And like now I feel bad because if I want a new cell phone, I'm gonna have to finish my new album and try to get it out before Halloween so that way I can, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying, Josh, so I guess your new album is going to save the day, which is kind of confusing to me because maybe I missed the part where Josh has made $1 gajillion off of his music. I don't really recall that. I mean, I always assumed that his wand business was his most beneficial endeavor that he would do, and you know, if he would just go back to live streaming, I feel like you'd get a much more consistent income of trolls sending you money. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's confusing to me. He's gonna release this epic album, and we'll hear parts of it a little bit later. It's as bad as you would imagine it would be when Jessica is around. But basically, as I mentioned in the intro, Josh did this like 4-hour live stream, and Jessica was there the entire time. And eventually, when they start hanging out together, she decides to go live. But was Josh aware? Who knows? And I guess it's worthwhile to talk about it now. A lot of people I've seen are feeling very bad for Josh. They're like, oh man, what's going on here? I think he dug his own grave. And a lot of people are trying to say that Jessica is exponentially worse than Josh, which I don't think is 100% true. I think that they are like the same person, just opposite genders, in my opinion. Now, I just don't know how the situation formed, and it seemed like he secretly brought her to the trailer, and the reason why he didn't want any attention drawn to it was because his father, Clint, who's basically the landlord, is probably gonna get pissed off over this. Now, it's Clint, he's not actually gonna do anything, he's like a hapless father, so like, there's no real ramifications coming, but that would be my perception of why Josh has been a little bit secretive with Jessica.
Oh, bad thing, don't insult me in front of everyone.
And for who's everyone?
I don't know, I have not shown you, I'm just showing my ugly face. My ugly God-forsaken face. I was just saying the bad thing, John. I don't have a family.
Are you live right now?
Yes.
Oh my fucking God, you said you weren't gonna go live.
Joshy, I've been live. I told you I was live.
Oh my God, you said you weren't gonna go live while you were here and you're doing it.
I know, but I told you I went live early. Joshy, I have not shown you once.
And this is the crazy part, man. Like, imagine jeopardizing your relationship or your secrecy of the relationship for less than 100 viewers. Like, I don't get it, because his whole argument is that Jessica didn't want to stream so that there wouldn't be any trolls, you know, knowing that she's there and sending DoorDash orders or whatever to the house and messing with them. That's the perception. But Jessica is so desperate for this attention, and she doesn't really get as much attention when she's not with Josh. So she knew that this is a prime slam dunk opportunity to get the viewers rolling in. And of course we get to sit here and listen to them argue back and forth about, why are you streaming? I'm just trying to hang out here and you're ruining my trailer, you know, like that whole shebang. And it's kind of funny. And also, it should be worthwhile, at least in this portion of the stream. Now, finding a re-upload of the stream that is in its entirety is a bit difficult and without commentary. So like, basically, from what I saw, it doesn't seem like Jessica outwardly said, I'm streaming. It basically seems like she started streaming and Josh said something about streaming or alluding to it in some way. And Jessica kind of gave him a look and looked back at her phone. I think she was kind of inferring that I'm streaming, but Josh obviously was not going to pick that up. I mean, he's going ham off of Duster and alcohol at this point, I assume. So it can't be great.
This one. What did I do, Josh?
You didn't do anything. I didn't accuse you of anything.
I didn't say that. I was going to play a Bjork song because someone wanted me to play a Bjork song. Stop. What? You're fine.
Cold coffee at home.
I told you earlier I was live just because you don't hear everything I say.
You didn't tell me you were live earlier, you lying sack of crap.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Sack of crap.
I'm not delusional. I did tell you.
Isn't this just a lovely couple, guys? I mean, this is relationship goals. When you're growing up and you're going to high school and you always see that couple that's constantly arguing, but on their Facebook page, they have the heart filter over them and they're like, oh, my Pookie Bear, we're so #1 together, a long time forever. Like, you see that shit, this is them. And it's like, it's so painfully uncomfortable to watch a 40-year-old woman and a mid-30-year-old man at like 15-year-olds online and express their relationship drama to everybody on the internet. It's so weird and uncomfortable to sit through because they're not even arguing about like real shit. You know, like maybe if they were disputing how money was being spent or how they're gonna get their situation figured out so that they can be together. Yeah, you know, you're still kind of a lolcow, but I get it. You know, that's a real adult situation. But being mad that you're live streaming or that you're not playing the right music, and pay attention because she is going to talk about Bjork so many goddamn times during this stream. It is so annoying to listen to. And that's your biggest gripe, and that's what's gonna drive a wedge between you two. I mean, obviously, the compatibility doesn't really exist. That's why there's a huge issue related to it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. So basically, after the red light stream, we move on, and the next day she does another stream where we get to listen to some epic Joshy beats, baby, where we're listening to the new album right from the get-go.
I thought it was a Bjork song for a second. I'm not.
So yeah, Joshy's getting better at it.
I'm not even kidding you. It's not even the vocals. It's the.
I'm getting better at producing quality music.
It's not even the vocals. The music. I thought this was a Bjork song for a second. I'm not shitting you. I was about to. We can make music together. I need more time with him. But I already have a few lyrics.
Yeah, baby. Who doesn't want to hear a Jessica feature on a Josh song for his Halloween album? I didn't think I was going to make that sentence in my entire life, but that just sounds A1, baby. I'm ready to listen to Jessica say, yeah, I hate my parents. They don't let me take 4-hour showers, baby. Yo, this sucks. I love Joshy because whatever. We don't even really know what is the appeal between these two. I mean, obviously desperation is part of it. I think Josh has also kind of reached that point where maybe he actually understands that Jessica is his one and only chance. There is not a backup option, right? In my opinion. Who knows when he's 60 and he's living in his clock tower dream mansion, maybe he can get some epic babes from, I don't know, Wyoming University or something to come show up and listen to his sick beats. But in the meantime, this is it. This is as best as he can do, and he has to stare into that abyss and just reflect.
Do it, Joshy. I love that voice. I like Josh. I don't know what I said to you earlier, but I literally saw you laugh so fun out of everything ever since we've been hanging out. I don't know what I said to you earlier. You laughed so hard, and I was like, "Oh, I should have recorded that." I love to make you laugh, and to see you laugh so wholeheartedly, I was like, "Aw, that melts my Demogorgon heart." I'm a Demogorgon too at the end of the day. We are made for each other. Thank you.
She also kept talking about going Demogorgon mode and how they're a perfect couple even though that she's a Demogorgon. It's man. Man, this is just a struggle bus, man. Sitting here listening to her, and that's what she kept saying when she would go on the red light stream. Demogorgon mode. Oh, you're in hell. Oh, spooky. It's just, man.
Well, you want all these people to hear this?
Yes.
Okay, that's up to you. That's fine. Joshy wants y'all to hear it. People are blaming me for ruining your whole pre-release, and I only wanted you to play 2 songs.
And this is like a really aggravating part of listening to Jessica do anything ever, is that she is so keen on responding to every troll that sends any message, and it's usually with some vulgar response. But it's like, who cares, bro? Everybody that posts anything online, even if you're doing the greatest, best, most ultra move out there, you're still gonna get hate. Some person that lives in their parents' basement is still gonna respond and say something that they hate you. It's like something you have to deal with, and most of the time, all they want is to get a response out of you. And if you give them a response, they won. right? You debating them or you trying to refute them, it's just going to make the situation so much worse. And so anytime that Josh is brought up, well, don't feed the trolls, don't respond to the trolls, he's actually right. You know, his response to the trolls, and this is, you know, some people get annoyed by it because he like doesn't learn from what the trolls are trying to tell him, which is kind of fair. But at the same time, you can't feed the trolls if you're keen or you're avid on living the same lifestyle that you're trying to. It's just, it's annoying.
Your mom. Your mom.
Yeah, so I think this is a good point to stop listening to this part of the stream. She literally goes on and on and on about your mom jokes, saying your mom, and starts spurring out. She's playing with Sean. Josh was getting very sensitive about her playing with Sean as well. He just didn't want her to touch him. He's up there as a prop. He's there to hang around. He's trying to teach her how to be a ventriloquist. It's a great show, but I really don't care about commentating on the rest of it. Now, the final part of the stream, or this video, I should say, is audio recording from Jessica Messica, where I don't even know how she got this audio recording, but basically, the 4-hour stream that Josh did, Jessica goes on to explain a bunch of horrible things that Josh has been doing since she's been there, and I don't really know the validity of any of this. I don't trust Jessica at all, right? And it's a messy situation, man.
He gets pretty crazy at least 4 times now. Twice times, because we're trying to watch Tombstone and I have questions. He told me he hates me. I'm worse than the trolls, apparently, all because I'm trying to understand a movie that he likes, and I don't really watch movies, so I told him this on my second visit. I don't understand movies like normal people. I literally sat at the table during Xbox for 4 hours, being as quiet as I possibly could. I could not get a hold of the other line. And I told you that from the second visit that I was going to ask questions about this.
So I think this is the biggest problem with Jessica. Well, there's a lot of problems with Jessica, but at least in this initial clip that we're listening to, she is constantly trying to prove herself as being the victim and Josh being some like evil, wicked person. I really don't know what her objective is. Does she actually have any interest in dating Josh? Or is her whole goal to try and tear him down and like stand on the ashes of his channel? I really don't know what the objective is, but basically, as we can hear, the whole dispute starts because Josh was getting annoyed at her asking questions during the movie Tombstone, which is so funny. That is so funny to be the premise of all their arguments since she's been there, is that she was probably yapping and talking way too much while he's trying to enjoy the movie, which is fair because Jessica's posing it as, oh, well, I was just asking who that guy is or what's going on. It's like, just sit there and watch the movie, bro. Most movies, as long as they're not like an art you go crazy thing, they're probably gonna be easily understandable if you just sit there and pay attention. And Jessica refuses to do that. She just wants to yap and talk to Josh the entire time. And he gets frustrated and he comes out during this recording and he's drunk from the 4-hour stream and he's freaking out and he's saying some bad things I had to cut out from here. Some game deletion type of things. There were audio and video clips of him hitting himself. It's a whole mess that honestly Clint has to get involved if he actually cares about his son. Now, we all know that he is too weak-spined to actually have anything occur, but nothing has really come out in the last like 3 days from this. Josh hasn't commented on it. There hasn't been a Jessica stream to my knowledge. So I'm curious as to where this is going to go. Maybe she'll be gone. I mean, initially, I thought she was showing up August 19th. but she might have come a week later. But even besides that, she's been there for over a week and potentially up to 2 weeks. And it's like, is she just gonna start squatting there? What's the objective here? I'm confused. So either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Everybody thinks everything I say is a lie now, and I don't blame them.
Because we all understand that Boogster, he was a barometer of truth in the past. When he was falling into pools and breaking Xboxes, that's when we knew I could trust that guy. This is somebody who I can get behind. I'll put my undying, unwavering support behind him. Now today, we get to see Keemstar make Boogie do something again. I know, guys, I know. Don't attack the messenger. This has been every episode of the show for the past like month. It's just, what silly thing can we make Boogie do? Okay, let's just do that. And then we have to listen to him laugh like a seal and clap his hands while Wings says nothing. And so today we're gonna see him get hit with water balloons. Yeah, you know, it's a truly exciting time in the Boogster universe. And there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with Keemstar, with the subreddit, with him scamming fans. I'll get into it probably in a more long form video sometime down the road. But in case you missed it, basically, there are multiple membership tiers for Lolcon Live, and a bunch of people had the cheapest $5 tier. And they've been doing a bunch of members only, air quote, streams where the $5 tier is not allowed to watch the stream. So a bunch of people are getting pissed off because they're like, what the hell, you never said that becoming a $5 member doesn't get you to watch the private streams. And Keemstar had an absolute gasket. He was losing his mind. He was so upset that people would think, how dare you? And his excuse was basically what DSP has been saying: you have to be able to avoid the trolls. And Keemstar, he has skin like tissue paper. He's too afraid to take any criticism, so he's got to duck and cower. Either way, that's just the minor update. At some later point, I'm planning on making a longer form about all the recent updates in his life, but whatever. We're gonna focus on this. It's the Boogster show. It's the Boogster show, but Wings is also gonna get roasted.
Ladies and gentlemen, the guy sitting in the dark, Wings of Redemption. Wings, why are you upset today? What's going on?
Just had a shitty stream. Got around and trolled for 2 hours on Battlefield 5.
You got more details than that?
Oh, I mean, like, people camped tanks and threw smokes at my feet, and so I couldn't see. Laid in front of me when I was on the heavy machine gun.
What a privileged life you have that's your bad day. Congratulations, dipshit.
I got a light. Why are you worried about the lights, Huda?
Because we're doing a
no one can see you.
We're doing a show. Like, get the light. This is so frustrating. I don't know why we do this.
Unbelievably rare Boogster W. All right, we're throwing that W up right now. Wu-Tang for Boogster, because Wings is easily at this point, I mean, like, yeah, Boogie's the scammer, and I have said it and I'll say it a million times. Continuing to have him on your show and give him a paycheck is absolutely ludicrous. But I mostly have moved past it at this point. It's like, I have my opinion. Keemstar, he thinks is better for the show, because without Boogster, what the hell are you gonna do? You need this stuff. But they need to start laying into Wings more, because this dude is he's really more pathetic than Boogie, in my opinion. I know I'm the #1 Boogster hater, but Boogster, he's at least willing to humiliate himself for the content, right? He's a gross creep. He groomed his girlfriend. He faked cancer. He scammed his fans. He did all that shit. And still, at the end of the day, I'm like, man, I'd probably rather watch Boogster than Wings, because Wings is just lazy. Imagine being 40 years old and saying, yeah, people were blocking my machine gun turret in Battlefield 5, so I'm having a bad day. Like, Holy shit, dude. I hope my life doesn't deteriorate to that point where I'm like, yeah, trolls ruined my gaming session. It was so rough. And like, I will never understand. I don't watch Wings' content very frequently, but when I do, it's like, I stopped caring about how well I'm doing in a game when I was like 17, bro. Like, what is wrong with you? And this is why you alienate so many people. You can't even play games just to have fun with friends because, oh, my KD, I have to do better. The trolls are gonna be mean to me. It's like, dude, you're 40. This is pathetic.
He's funny. He's got long hair, but he's also got a receding hairline.
Can you imagine having to do this? I don't know, dude.
Dude, this has got to be the greatest show on the YouTube right now.
Yeah, guys, this is the greatest show. Don't you like watching Keemstar bully a mentally challenged guy? Isn't that cool? Who doesn't want to tune in each week to see what wacky thing are they going to make him do next? Maybe next episode, Boogie will have to do his taxes on air. Oh, come on, guys, let's slap hands. In fairness, I think if we're like categorizing a bunch of the other things that they've tried to do, this one is fine, I guess, but it's like none of these people on this podcast are at the point anymore where like air quotes gonna break the internet. Oh my god. The cancer thing's a big one, but in terms of, oh my god, Boogie got hit with water balloons, gotta tune into that. I don't really think that's occurring much anymore. And obviously you got Keem. Oh my god, wouldn't you be so embarrassed to do this? You're making him do it, bro. Like anybody that says that Boogie can control his own actions, no. Keemstar's gonna throw a hissy fit, and Boogie really just like he kind of likes this like attention that's being pushed his way. Positive, negative, doesn't really matter. He'll freak out, he'll fake it, whatever, and he'll go do it because it'll make Daddy Keem happy, and they can finally give each other a nice little smooch, and he'll get some attention to his channel. So like, it's a symbiotic, parasitic relationship, whatever. And you gotta love Wings just adding in an insult to Boogster. Oh, yeah. Receding hairline with long hair, that's crazy. Dog, you're bald. You're shaped like a Malteser, bro. Like, come on. We can't be throwing stones. Just because Boogster and Keem got mad at you because you're lazy and refuse to do anything doesn't mean you have to retaliate instantly. It makes you don't do anything on the show. You're afraid to. I mean, at least Boogie's going out doing something. Wings sits inside all day. He refuses to do anything interesting with his content.
Look how I'm always pushing the envelope. Always, we're now doing this in real life content. And by the way, Wings, we have to issue a punishment for you. So I know you're already having a bad day, but you really up on that Trump rally content. And we're gonna see, and you can do it in 4 different segments, but we need 20 sit-ups today. All right, Kelly's holding the puppies. Here we go. Let's count them together, people. 1,
0. And I'll be fair. I'll be fair, guys. I'm cherry picking. He did some half decent sit-ups. Did he do 20 perfect ones? Absolutely not. That first one wasn't even half a one. I mostly just want to point out the fact that how does this relationship on the show work anymore? Why does Keemstar never have to do anything? Wait, Keemstar just gets to run around and scream and cry and say that he's being scammed and people are being mean to him, and nobody else gets to retaliate and say, Keemstar, go run 5 miles outside. No, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Because I guess they're still playing this idea that it's Keem's the boss, even though Wings and Boogie in the past have said, he's not my boss. He's not my boss. We're partners in this. Yeah, whatever. You're clearly his little servants to appease the master. He's just stroking it over there. He's just stroking it over there. And I also want to point out the fact, I guess I've never really seen like Kelly in a full body shot before adjacent to Wings, but she is literally the size of his lower half. He's half the size of good old Wingo. It's crazy looking at her when she's bending over holding his feet. She's literally half the mass of him. That's insane.
I can go himself. He's right? Rick. So don't hit the side. Don't hit the bike. Oh, man. Oh, what? I appreciate it. I want
watch all your videos, everything like that too. Let me tell you, you are a
that's
strong
better.
guy, everything like that.
Stop!
So, I
Stop
appreciate it.
glazing him! Stop glazing him!
Hey, I don't care what you say over here. Hi. Would you like to?
So we got a DSP knockoff Discord mod showing up over here talking about how much he loves Boogster. Listen, buddy. Listen, there are plenty of other losers on the internet you can simp over that didn't fake cancer. Why are you latching your boat to Boogster? You can find, hell, Wings didn't fake cancer. Go support Wings. Go do that. But no, actually, Keemstar, actually, you're mean to him. Actually, Keemstar, that's not very nice of you. I think Boogster's brave for coming out here. He's doing the Lord's work around here. And you have to love that if for some reason, the initial people showing up to this thing are a bunch of Boogster supporters, and they're all checking all the boxes of people that I would assume they would be. You know, there's the girl who can't throw the water balloon. There's the guys yelling at Keemstar wearing the pit vipers saying that Keemstar sucks, and Keemstar has to awkwardly chuckle there because, ooh, that really cut him deep. Ooh, Keemstar, I know your ego's so big. Listening to some random dude on the street insult you, and then you have to, you got a fake laugh over it? Oh, buddy, that's difficult. I understand, man. It's rough. It's rough trying to get everybody's attention and everybody liking you at the same time. It's too much work.
Shh, everyone be quiet. Everyone be quiet.
If King put you up to this, you have force. Yeah.
Please, you too as well, ma'am, and you, sir. Thank you.
Why do something? Can we grab my wallet?
See right there.
With me.
Actively breaking people's First Amendment rights. Fourth Amendment, I'm sorry.
This is a First Amendment right. You guys giving all the cop all the information. You don't have to give them your information. You're not.
Why not? I'm not doing anything wrong. So you can have whatever they want.
I know, but she has to think that you're doing a crime. She has to have a reasonable cause.
So someone probably called and said we were doing a crime because you told everybody where I was, you idiot.
And here's the thing. I'm on board here. We got female cop strolling in, breaking people's civil liberties. Who cares? Give me your ID, suckers. You're throwing balloons at somebody? Straight to jail. You might not want to piss her off though. You know, whatever holster she's got, we're not reaching for the taser. All right. I know this is just we're just hanging out in the public square somewhere, but we're gonna have to get some body bags around here if anybody steps up to her. If anybody says, excuse me, ma'am, what's your probable cause? Am I being detained? I don't have to show you information otherwise. And she would crumble and boom, you're gone. Have your family show up at the morgue. For once, we're on pace, it's just like they're not doing anything wrong, right? Having somebody consciously show up and throw a balloon at somebody. Now, the whole rationale is, somebody called in and said he was being attacked or something like that. Whatever. It's like, okay, well, that doesn't magically mean that your liberties and your rights disappear. Just because, we heard this thing was going on. We heard that this wackadoo church in Waco, Texas, they were doing some bad things, so we just have to lock the doors and burn the building down. I mean, I'm just spitballing here, guys. I'm just throwing it out there.
Boogie does his shirtless.
All right. Oh, Desi!
Oh, and you called me bitch made, huh?
Time.
Oh my God! Did you see that stupid throw that man just did?
Yeah, that was
make fun of that man's throwing technique. Good Lord!
So this is basically what the entire show is guys showing up completely missing. Like half the people that showed up completely missed him. Unbelievable. This man is gigantic. How are you missing him from 5 feet away with a water balloon? I have no understanding of that. It's funny because you think back when they invented like the circular hand grenade that they used in World War II, it was designed with the intention that, every boy knows how to throw a baseball growing up. And that was whatever, almost 100 years, 80 years ago. And nowadays, look at this. We got people throwing from their shoulders. They're not extending their arm. You're throwing a balloon straight into Desi's crotch. I mean, this whole thing is just going down too fast.
Today? Yeah. Okay, here we go. I took a shower 2 days ago. That's fine.
2 days ago?
Fake history. Oh, no.
All right, now I'm starting to think that the cop might have been on the right page. Maybe arresting all these clowns here probably was the right move. we got Boogie bending over, taking back shots. You got a Keemstar, broccoli-haired fan throwing balloons at his buttocks. You got Afro Man coming over and sniffing his underboob. I mean, this whole thing is derailing very fast. I also don't really see how this is punishment per se. Getting hit with water balloons is really not that bad. If it was like, I don't think you could, I don't know what the logistics are. You probably couldn't shoot somebody with a paintball gun standing there. Mostly, I mean, there's public property damage and whatever whatever. But like, that's more of a punishment than splash some water on this guy. Why not just do the ALS ice bucket challenge again? Just bring that bad boy back. I mean, we're rehashing old gigs the whole time. It's the same old 3 people that have never changed in the last 15 years. Let's just bring back a trend from that time period.
If there's any ballers out there, the peasants are begging for a gifted membership. If you want to send some gifted membership, we appreciate you.
Talking's not what I have on day to day.
Please, guys, send money now. Send money. I just scam my audience because I won't let the $5 viewers interact in chat, which is like, I still don't understand, man. Like, if you have moderation on the channel, why does it matter if some random person who may be a troll gets donated a subscription, a membership? Like, why does it matter? Ban them. Oh my god, that's so crazy. I mean, Keemstar and Boogie love blocking people all the time. Say any dissenting thing against them, and they'll hate you. Ooh, but they'll put on a facade like, oh yeah, I've heard of that guy before. And deep down they're seething. Ooh, they're so mad. They'll show up in your stream chat talking about how I'm immoral. Oh, Keemstar, buddy. It's a rough look for you, pal. I'm not the one paying Booster the cancer faker. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there.
1, go!
That chin is here.
Hey, go yourself, you fat prick. Go your mother. You explain to him what you did.
So now we're getting Mountain Dew poured on him. We got some guy driving in a truck saying to game end yourself. It's going exactly the path that Keemstar production would probably go. And Boogie's all upset now because he's got Mountain Dew in his eyes. And at this point, I would imagine his body's reached that point in metamorphosis that it just absorbs any Mountain Dew that comes in like a 6-foot orbit of him, and he just sucks it in immediately. So I'm calling cap on that a little bit. I feel like he's kind of built for it. That Mountain Dew going in his hair, that's probably how he cleans himself. He's like Big Ed. He's running mayonnaise in his hair, but he's using Mountain Dew instead.
This right here is easy. Just getting hit by water balloons.
Oh, so you're up next?
What did I say, cancer?
This is the best stream ever. Chad, is this not the best stream you've ever watched on all of YouTube? God, this is W's in the chat. I mean, what is this about? You know, this is about somebody who lied, who manipulated, who rushed the internet so they had cancer. And at the end of the day, what is he trying to do? He's trying to say sorry.
Yeah, he's trying to say sorry, guys. Minus the fact that he's never said sorry. And he stood steadfast for the longest time until he finally got called out that he was in the right and he was correct and he was perfect and Boogster could do no wrong. Minus all that and the fact that once again he hasn't actually apologized. Yeah, just having him do public humiliation rituals, that fixes everything. Clean it up. I mean, this is just coke from Keemstar, major coke, because he's really uncomfortable with the idea. Well, maybe he's not, but I feel like if you might bite at him a little bit at the idea that he's paying a guy who faked cancer that the internet collectively hates, and he's making money off of him and paying this dude to be on the show with him. I think it is eating at him a little bit, because anytime it gets brought up, he came into my stream chat, I alluded to it a little bit earlier. I'll talk about it more probably at a later date potentially. He came into my stream chat calling me immoral because I made money off of Boogster content, except the Boogster content I made was calling out Boogster, and none of the money I made off of Boogster was going to Boogster saying, hey, thanks for faking cancer, buddy, you really helped me out. No.